Guys, so you are welcome to my channel once again. This is Namens here. If this is the first time of seeing this channel, I will entreat you to subscribe to it, and then you look beside it, you find a bell. Click on the bell so you get notified whenever I upload other videos. I will entreat you to also like the channel, share it if you deem it important and you think it can help others. And then if you have a video suggestion, you can leave it in the comments also, and I will address that. Okay, so this channel deals with UAE stuff mainly, and this is one such video. A subscriber left a video for me, Bernard Boateng. He said I should do a video on taxi driving job in Dubai or Qatar and brief him about it, including working hours, salary, and other stuff. So this is what this video is seeking to address. All right, guys, so let's go into today's video.
Yeah.
All right, so the taxi job is like this. I'll start from the basic. So let's say you got recruited from your home country. The company's rep came to your home country and recruited you. So they interviewed you, they did a driving test, and you went through everything, and then they issued you the visa, which is employment visa, and you fly to the UAE. Okay, so once you are in the UAE, you don't start driving right away. No, you go through the process of medicals and Emirates ID and all those things, and then you go for a training. The training is a classroom work mainly. You go to the class, you'll be taught the rules, the laws, the driving signs, and all those things in the UAE. And then usually the school takes a long time. It can be about a month, 2-3 months for you to be at the classroom. Now when you are done, you'll be taken to the field and you'll be tested. You'll be tested once again, and the what we call MTTU here, Saeed, there is Saeed. The Saeed rep will be around, and then they will sit beside you like you are here. They will sit right beside you whilst you go for the test. Mainly what they look out for is that before you start the car, you need to adjust your driving mirrors. You need to adjust the inside mirror. You need to put on your seat belt. The handbrake is up. You need to take it down before you start the engine. So those are the things that they mainly look out for. So if you're able to do all that, and you start the car, and then you should also know when to enter a roundabout, which lane to take, if you are going to curve to this side or that side. If you are going to curve to the right side, it means when you are approaching the roundabout, you have to move to the right before you get to the roundabout. It's not when you get to the roundabout and then whilst going you move from the left straight to the right to initiate the curve. That will be wrong. So, and you know, in the UAE the lanes are many. There are roads that have 6 lanes, 5 lanes. So you should know when to move from which lane to that lane and all that. So you'll be taught all that. You'll be driven through town so that you see the town a little bit. You have to know the speed limits on each roads and all that. So when you have been able to go all through that, let's say you go through all that and you qualify and you kind of get your license and you start driving. Now driving in the UAE is something else. It's not like here in Ghana. There are rules that work, and there are cameras that have flooded all the streets. So if you mess up, if you flout any rule, you'll be fined. Okay, so you make sure you are following all the traffic rules, all the traffic signs. If for instance there's a red and you jump it, you'll be fined. You make sure that all you are doing, you are following all the laws, all the driving laws. Where you are not supposed to park, you don't park. If the parking is designated for the disabled, you don't go and park there. You know, where you are not supposed to park and pick a passenger, you don't do it. But if you do those things, you receive so many fines or so much fines that the driving will not be interesting to you, will not be interesting at all, because you will not be making much money. At the end of the month, a chunk part of the money will be taken to pay the fines that you may have received. And don't forget, once you receive one fine and you are paying it, if you attract another fine, it will be added to it. Okay, and then you keep paying. So you take note of that. Now, salary in the UAE, usually the taxi drivers have a basic of 800 dirhams. Okay. It's a basic of 800 dirhams. Then as and when you are working, the more sales you make within the month, a percentage is calculated as something like a bonus and added to the salary and paid to you. So it depends on how many hours you're able to do and how much sales you make in a month. So maybe you can make up maybe 3,000 dirhams, 4,000 dirhams. I can't say. All I know is the basic, which is 800. And most of the time during your training, you'll be paid the basic of 800. If you are training for 2 months, 3 months, you'll be paid the basic of 800 till you finish the training and you start work. And mostly you'll be given accommodation and all those things. But I can't say that for all companies though. But that's the basic things that happen. Now, so when you start driving, you make sure that you follow the rules. You don't go and drive like the way we drive here, because if you do, like I said earlier, all your monies will go into the payment of fines. Okay, now how you get orders is also like the way we have it here in Ghana and other places, the Uber kind of. So the person who that wants the taxi calls a number and orders the taxi, and then gives them where he is. He tells them, I'm standing at maybe I'm standing at Zaid Mall, or I'm standing at so and so place. And then the Road and Transport Authority have a way of pinpointing where each taxi is. So the taxi that is near to the person that has placed the order is sent to you, and then you drive and pick the person up. Another way that you can also get passengers is that maybe you park somewhere in front of a mall or whatever you think is populated, and somebody comes out and sits and takes you to whatever destination. Now the taxis in the UAE are all metered, so there are meters in the taxi. So as and when you go, the charges read. So by the time the person gets to their destination, they know how much they ought to pay and all that. So there's usually no issue about maybe the person stops you and say, oh, go ahead. They say, oh, may call Adabraka. They say, oh, 20 cities. Oh, it's too much. Won't you reduce it? And you kind of bargain. No, there's nothing like that. And the UAE too has a short ride. All the short rides also have a specific charge. So if maybe you pick somebody and the person is going a minute away or 2 minutes away, it has a specific charge. So maybe if you get there and maybe let's say the specific charge is 12 dirhams. If you get there and it's even 6 or 7 dirhams, it will automatically move to 12. So the person pays the minimum charge for the taxi driving. So Bernard, I hope this answers your question. If it didn't, leave me a comment, let me know. And if you also watch this video to the end and you think it's helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and then share this video, let others get to know about this channel, and so that the YouTube algorithms will also send it to a lot more people to see it. All right guys, so thanks for watching. God bless, and catch you another time.
Yeah.